Hi friends, in the last lecture we have started subject engineering mathematics 3 and we have started unit number 1 linear differential equation with constant coefficients. Okay, in that lecture we have seen what is the definition of linear differential equation with constant coefficient. Okay, and what is the general form of a linear differential equation with a constant coefficient. After that we have written that a differential equation in a short form, that is f of d y is equal to x. Also we have seen how to find how to find solution of that differential equation, that is how to return solution of a linear differential equation with constant coefficient, that is a complete solution or general solution is equal to complementary function plus general solution. We have seen, see here, mm, see here, general solution or complete solution of this differential equation, linear differential equation with constant coefficient, is given by complementary function plus particular integral. And this particular integral can be written in short p dot I. Complement function can be written in short as a c dot f, and general solution is gs, complementary function as a cs. Now in this lecture we have to see uh, first how to find a complementary function. Okay, so first see some rules. Based on that rule we can find a complementary function of given differential equation. So this is the linear differential equation with constant coefficient, dn plus p1 d raised to n minus 1 plus p2 d raised to n minus 2 plus and so on pn y is equal to 0. Here we are taking right hand side as a 0. This is the associated equation of the given linear differential equation with a constant coefficient. Its auxiliary equation is dn plus p1 d raised to n minus 1 plus p2 d raised to n minus 2 plus and so on pn is equal to 0, or f of d is equal to 0. Okay, this is the polynomial. As you know, dn plus p1 d raised to n minus 1 plus p2 d raised to n minus 2 up to pn is equal to 0. This is the polynomial in d, and this is the nth degree polynomial. Okay, so this polynomial has n roots. Okay, that root may be distinct or same. Okay, so suppose this polynomial f of d uh, has n roots, and that roots are m1 m2 m3 and mn. These are the roots of this differential equation, sorry, this auxiliary equation or this polynomial, m1 m2 m3 up to mn. These are the roots of auxiliary equation. Here we are assuming solution of equation 1, this is the equation 1, depends on nature of roots of the auxiliary equation. In order to find complement function, it is necessary to find first its auxiliary equation. After that we have to find a root of that equation. Okay, after finding root we have to see which are the nature of that roots of the auxiliary equation. Depends on that roots we have to write uh, complementary function. Case number 1, suppose whatever root we have found, that root, suppose all roots are real and distinct. Here written, if the roots of the auxiliary are real and distinct, say m1 m2 m3 up to mn, then complementary function is given by cf is equal to c1 e raised to m1x plus c2 e raised to m2x plus c3 e raised to m3x plus and so on cn e raised to mnx. Okay, see, if roots of the auxiliary equations are real and distinct, all roots are must be real and all roots must be distinct, then we have to write complementary function like this: c1 e raised to m1x plus c2 e raised to m2x plus c3 e raised to m3x plus and so on cn e raised to mnx. Here c1, c2, c3 up to cn all are arbitrary constant. Instead of c1, c2, c3 up to cn, we can use d1, d2, d3, dn, or you can use s1, s2, s3, sn. No problem. These are the arbitrary constant. We can take any constants. Okay. Here m1, m2, m3, mn are the roots of the given equation. All the roots are distinct and real. So we can write CF as C1 e raised to m1x plus C2 e raised to m2x plus C3 e raised to m3x up to Cn e raised to mnx. If roots of the given equations are 1, 2, 3, suppose roots of the given differential roots of the given auxiliary equations are 1, 2, 3, that time complementary function can be written as c1 e raised to first root, suppose 1, m1 nothing but 1, m2 nothing but 2, m2 nothing but 3, because we have obtained the three roots. So assume m1 as 1, m2 as 2, m3 as 3. So cf is equal to c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to 2x plus c3 e raised to 3x. Okay. We are taking three roots only, so we have to write up to c3 only from c1. There is no need to write c4, c5, c6 and so on. Okay. This is roots of the auxiliary equations are real and distinct. Next, second case, if roots of the auxiliary equations are real and repeated. Okay. We are taking general equation, and general equation degree of auxiliary equation in general form is n. So that equation has exactly n roots. Here we are taking case second. In case second, roots of the auxiliary equations are real and repeated. Out of these n roots, we are here assuming first two roots are equal. That's why here we have written m1 is equal to m2. All the remaining roots are distinct. That is, what are the roots? Roots here: m1, m2, m3, m4, m5 up to mn. These are the roots, n roots of the given auxiliary equation. At that time, we have to write complementary function, and complementary function is given by, see here, complementary function is equal to, here m1 and m2, these two roots are equal. So for equal roots, we have to write, see here, c1 plus c2x into e raised to m1x, because m1 is 2 times. So we have to write corresponding to this repeated root complementary function as c1 plus c2x into e raised to m1x. Remaining roots, which are the remaining roots? m3, m4, m5 up to mn, all are the distinct roots. For that distinct roots, we have to write next constant we have to take. Here c1, c2 we have used. So next is c3 e raised to m3x plus c4 e raised to m4x up to so on plus cn e raised to mnx. Or we can write like this also. Here c1 plus c2x, or you can write c1x plus c2 into e raised to m1x plus c3 e raised to m3x plus and so on cn e raised to mnx. In this way, we can write complement function related to the repeated root. See once again, here first two roots are repeated. That's why we have written here c1 plus c2x into e raised to m1x or e raised to m2x, because m1 and m2 both are same. We can write c1 plus c2x or c1x plus c2x. Okay, both are same, no problem. You can use in other constant other than c1, c2. You can use d1, d2, z1, z2, no problem. You can write complement function related to this root like this: d1 plus d2x into e raised to m1x plus d3 e raised to m3x plus and so on dn e raised to mnx. There is no problem. We can use any constant for that for writing complementary function. Now, uh, in case second, there is second point. If first there is a one root which is a repeated 3 times. Suppose m1 is a root repeated 3 times. m1 is equal to m2 is equal to m3. Okay, one root is repeated 3 times, and remaining roots are distinct: m4, m5, m6 up to mn. So, corresponding to these roots of auxiliary equation, its complement function is equal to c1 plus c2x plus c3x square into e raised to m1x. This is for a repeated root. If root is a real and distinct, we have to write like this, because here m4, m5 up to so on, all the roots are and real. Corresponding to these roots, we have written here c4 e raised to m4x plus and so on cn e raised to mnx. But this m1 root is a repeated 3 times. So corresponding to these roots, we have to write like this: c1 plus c2x plus c3x square into e raised to m1x. You may write like this. Here we have written here cab is equal to c1x square plus c2x plus c3 into bracket e raised to m1x plus c4 e raised to m1 m4x plus and so on cn e raised to mnx. Okay, this is the case number 2. Okay, thank you.